That's it, really? Longer skirt? They thought that was too short? I think, what was it, the Archfiend Heiress that I did a long time ago now, what it seems like? Um, yeah, she had a skirt that was like that long. That's my cat. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's, I really don't think it's that bad. It's like, so what? She's already wearing like a lot of clothing. Um, yep, this is just another, like, we don't like big boobs, you know? I mean, I guess they are kind of prominent in the original version, and she doesn't need to have them, you know? She looks like a character who is, she looks like the kind of character that, yeah, she probably doesn't need them, but, I don't know, I'm okay with either one. What's funny about this one is that they weren't consistent with their own censorship. They were like in the original for the monster version of this card, which is here. They didn't bother to change the length of the skirt here. Like it's still kind of like the regular length. Um, but here they were like, oh no, we have to make it longer. But they totally forgot to add the purple to the this part of the outfit. So they messed up. Oh dang. Um. Well. Yeah. Okay. My question is, how do those shells stay on her like that? It makes sense here because it's like, oh well, they're attached to her outfit, you know. But I think all they really needed to do was just add like that little blue strap there. I really wish they would stop like targeting like big boobs and like, you know, that's a little too much. I agree. That's like, whoa, you know. But they did such a lazy job of censoring it here. It's like there's a very clear like there's a clear point where you can tell like it was edited. You know, they just added like this blue smudge. Like if they had drawn in the scales, that would have been much better. Um, yeah, that is. I will agree. I think that does deserve a bit of censoring. But all I would have done is I would have drawn the scales a little higher and just given her like a little top. And that's it. Like you don't need to constantly all the time every time just get rid of their boobs over and over. Like for some characters like for like Rai Mei, I guess it kind of suits her a little more. Like she doesn't need them. They don't hurt to have, but I guess yeah she doesn't need them. But in Red Archery Girl's case, it was like yeah I don't know that this is just a fail censor. Like they should have just made this. They should have connected her top to her skirt and then said there you go. But here it's like a weird like three piece. Like she's got this tube top and then this undershirt and then a skirt. It's like that's just like oh and you can't. And the skirt is too short. You gotta lengthen it too. That's just kind of like it's just kind of tacky. I don't know. If they really had to censor this, they could have done a better job. Uh, I mean, sure, I guess. Because for this, like, for all we know, she could be totally naked. This one, it's like, yeah, she's got clothes. That's fine. Um, you know, I actually have the copy of this. I had a copy of this card when I was a kid. The Japanese version. I don't know why I decided I wanted a pack of Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I remember I asked my mom to buy me some. I actually got this card in a pack, and it was totally uncensored like this. And it, as a kid, I was not offended or shocked at all. So I don't think it was. I don't think they really needed to do that. I didn't pay attention to it at all. So whatever. That's a terrible card, by the way. Okay, so they erased this little bit of her cleavage and they colored her skin in. So that's the thing. If they're trying to reduce the size of her boobs here, it's like they're still pretty big. Those are some pretty big cups. So it's like I don't know. I feel like they didn't, like, if that was their goal, they didn't really accomplish anything. Like, the only thing I do agree is like this like orange thing. Like she has like these orange things on her side, and I agree that you could add it here because that's starting to get a little close to her lower half, but yeah. So I would have kept this, and I just would have kept her regular skin tone. Nope. Like, oh, this is. Oh, like you can barely tell that she's wearing stockings, but it's so dark. I don't think anybody would care. For that one, it's like, yeah, that's fine. She could do with like that mesh. That's fine. And I'm actually kind of surprised that they would do that. You know, they slap bodysuits onto people so often. I half expected them to do that, but they actually gave her like a little mesh. I think it fits an Archer character a little better. So, props to the TCG version, I guess. You know what? I actually think this one is just flat out better. There was another, I forget the name of that other like filler monster that kind of looks like her. But this is exactly what they should have done. You know, what they could have done to censor this, they could have just like drawn a line here and then colored this red and then called it a day. But it's interesting to me is they actually kind of made this look like the rest of the outfit, like they made it look like petals. And not only that, they actually added this little ribbon here, to make it look like a dress. And I thought, wow, that's actually kind of a nice little touch. So, TCG wins. Oh, this again. For this one, I think they should have done more for this. Like, that's kind of late. Like, recoloring is just really lazy. So I really think they should have drawn that in if they wanted to cover her up. What? What? Because she's wearing makeup? What? I don't get. What? Not that. I mean, these are more detailed, I guess. Like, I mean, yeah, these aren't as well drawn, but like, that's just stupid. Um, well, I kind of like both of these. This one, she looks a lot more dangerous, you know. But this one is a little more appropriate, I guess. The only thing I will say is like, this is fine except for this little window here. Like the outfit, like this gold part kind of wraps around in a loop like this. So it kind of makes you wonder why. Like, why does the outfit do that? You know? What's the point? If it's just covered in the middle. And there's no special design in the middle, so there's nothing to emphasize. For this one, it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, you're kind of emphasizing her boobs a bit, but at least this part of the outfit has a purpose. Whereas here, it's just like, there's just cloth. That's it. like what's being emphasized, the little like dog collar thing. I mean, not the dog tag or whatever. It's like that's it, really? That's kind of dumb. But this is fine. Adding like this little like robe part to the midriff, that's fine. Again, every single time they gotta get rid of those boobs. You know, here they're pretty damn big. Like from here to here is like whoa, but from here it's like I mean, I like both of them. I like that they added this. That's fine. Like, she doesn't need to have an exposed midriff. So, yeah. Wait, what? It was slightly lengthened to cover her thighs. I can't tell. Sure, why not? I mean, it's not offensive to me. But I guess. Sure, whatever. She's supposed to be a little girl. Talked about that before. Whatever.